handle basic requests like starting a playlist or setting a destination. That's the old system still sitting there under Hey Tesla. But now alongside it sits Grok, the AI companion built by xAI, and this is where things get genuinely exciting. You wake it up by simply saying, "Hey Grok, no button press required anymore," and it stays listening until you say goodbye or it times out. Now I use Grok on pretty much every single drive here in the UK. Whether it's asking it to find the nearest supercharger with a decent coffee shop attached, getting it to reroute me around traffic without touching the screen, or just having a proper back and forth about the news while I'm stuck on the M25, it genuinely feels like having a co-pilot rather than a gadget. And this is the same natural contextual intelligence Tesla is now pushing much deeper into FSD itself, and it's about to get a whole lot bigger. Grok first landed in eligible Teslas back in the summer of 2025, and it's only available on vehicles running the newer AMD infotainment processor, which rules out older Intel-based Model S and X units for now. It expanded into Europe in February 2026, and by the spring update that April, Tesla had rolled out the full hands-free Hey Grok wake word alongside location-based reminders, so you can now say something like, "Remind me to grab milk when I'm near home," and it'll actually ping you at the right moment. Card in the corner to my full breakdown of the spring update. Genuinely one of the more useful drops Tesla's put out this year. The plan, according to Elon Musk himself, is to bring voice control directly into the FSD decision-making loop later this year, and I don't think people have clocked just how big a shift that actually is. This isn't just play my music anymore. In mid-June 2026, an owner on X posted a wish list for what conversational FSD control should look like. Things like, "Hey Grok, turn right here," or "Drop us off right here, we'll walk the rest," and Musk replied directly confirming this functionality will be there in about 3 months or so. That puts a realistic rollout somewhere around autumn 2026, and remember, this is the same man who confirmed back in February that parking-specific voice commands were already in development after a user complained FSD couldn't take verbal parking instructions. So the direction of travel is crystal clear. Right now, if newer FSD builds get confused at a junction, you can nudge them along by manually signaling, but that's still a physical workaround. Once Grok is properly wired into the stack, plain English replaces the indicator stalk entirely. And this is where it starts to feel like Tesla is building something closer to a real chauffeur than a driver assistance system. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in daily use, because the parking side of things is where I think most owners will feel the difference first. FSD version 14.1 introduced park at destination options, but the on-screen choices are still fairly limited, a handful of preset spots, and that's it. You can't currently just tell the car exactly where you want it to sit. Musk has already confirmed the car will soon remember your parking preferences at destinations you visit often, so imagine pulling up to your regular supermarket and just saying, "Park in the usual spot," and it does, because it's learned that from you over dozens of visits. Or picture dropping the kids at school and saying, "Pull in past the gates like last time, not by the crossing," and it just does it. No menus, no fiddling with the touchscreen while you've got 3 kids shouting in the back. This is life-saving in its own quiet way too, because every second not spent looking at a screen while maneuvering is a second spent watching the road instead, and that matters more than people give it credit for. Now, alongside the driving side, Grok's role inside Tesla is expanding in a direction most owners haven't even noticed yet. A senior Tesla engineer publicly confirmed last month that xAI's Grok build tool has been used extensively in developing both FSD and the upcoming Cybercab, which marks the first time anyone at Tesla has gone on record about how deep that relationship actually runs. It's not just sitting in your dashboard answering questions, it's woven into how the car's brain gets built in the first place. And separately, Tesla's Ashok Elaswamy presented the company's approach to foundation models at CVPR in Denver this year, laying out a framework that's meant to cover FSD and the Optimus robot under one unified AI layer. So when your car eventually understands, "Wait here while I nip into the shop, and if a traffic warden turns up, just loop the block," that's not some standalone gimmick, that's the same underlying system that's meant to eventually run humanoid robots too. Bit mad when you actually sit and think about it. And the hardware side of the car is catching up to match. The Cybercab's first responders safety documentation already confirms two-way communication systems built into the B-pillars, external microphones and speakers that let you talk to the car from outside before you've even opened the door. So picture the near future. You walk out to a Robotaxi waiting on your driveway and just say, "Budge forward a bit, you're on the grass," and it corrects itself before you've touched the handle. Or you're at the airport, phone in hand thanks to satellite connectivity rolling out on more and more flights now, and you message ahead, "Pick me up from the north entrance, I'll be the one moaning about the delay," and the car finds you. None of this is science fiction anymore, it's just sequencing, waiting for these individual pieces, the wake word, the navigation commands, the parking memory, the external mics, to get stitched together into one system. Now contrast that with basically every other manufacturer's voice assistant. Most legacy systems still need exact phrasing, navigate to, followed by a precise address, or they just don't understand you at all. Meanwhile, Tesla's been pushing meaningful over-the-air software improvements since around 2012. That's 14 years of the same cars getting smarter without a single dealership visit. Grok itself already offers multiple personalities you can switch between, from storyteller to properly unhinged, if that's your thing. That alone tells you this isn't a stripped-back utility. Tesla's building something people actually want to talk to. It's also worth remembering Grok is still in beta and, as of the spring update, still can't touch climate or media controls directly. That's staying with the original Hey Tesla system for now. So there are still gaps to close. This isn't finished yet. But the pace of progress speaks for itself. Take a step back and look at where Tesla's already proven FSD can cope, handling blind hairpin bends on cliffside mountain roads in China with barely a foot of clearance on either side, with no human touching the wheel. If the system can already manage that, does anyone seriously think it won't cope with you telling it to park a bit further from the bins next time? Do share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know whether you'd actually trust Grok to take verbal driving instructions once it lands this autumn. If you found this useful, please subscribe to Tesla